Okay, now I'm starting. Okay, first let me share a screen. Here problem. It is given that a right circular cone 40 mm base diameter and 60 mm long axis is resting on HP on one point of base on base circle such that its axis makes 45-degree inclination with HP and 40-degree inclination with VP. Draw its projection. So it is said that there is a right circular cone. All of you have known that when right circular cone is being placed on a horizontal plane, then its front view will be a triangle and top view will be a circle. And if the circumference of the circle obviously can be divided into 12 or 8 equal parts. Okay, now we are moving to the first step of the problem. Let me share the screen. So it is the first, no. Let me share screen. Okay, it is the first step of the problem where the cone is placed on the HP. So its front view will be a triangle, and that in the top view it will be appearing as a circle. Now you can see that the circumference of the base circle is divided into 8 equal parts. So the angle between the two lines are 45 degree, and it is named as A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and H. And in the front view for projection A, it is A dash, and it is actually wrongly named as HB. First B will come, then H will come, then for the next name, then C and G will come. It is rightly written. Then for the next one, first D will come, then F will come, and for the last one, E will come. So in the first step, our problem is drawn by keeping the cone on the HP. So front view will be a triangle and the top view will be a circle. Now let us move to the next slide. Okay, in the next slide, just wait. Now on the next slide, the front view of the cone is made for 45 degree with the HP. Now you can see the triangular view is tilted with HP. Now you see first it is being tilted by keeping the point E on the ground line. So from E to D comes, then from E to CG, and CG and the point CG and O dash is the axis of the triangle, actually cone. Then comes the point B and H, and lastly the point A will come. So after drawing that front view, we have to draw the top view. How it is drawn? So draw first projection from A, draw projection from BH, then CG, then FD and E. Also draw projections on the horizontal lines from G, from HF one line, then from AE one line, then from BD one line, and from C one line. So now where the point intersects, that point will be named in the second steps top view. Like C from the horizontal, from the top view of the first step, from point C, a horizontal line is drawn, and from the point C here, a vertical line is drawn. So the 2 point intersects as point C, and it is being named as C1. Okay. Now, nextly, from point D, a horizontal line is drawn, and from point D here, a vertical line is drawn. So the 2 points will intersect at D1. And the shape is elliptical. In the second steps, top view, the shape of the base is elliptical. Now you can easily see that it is drawn by hidden line. Why it is hidden line? Because it goes to the back. That's why it is a hidden line. Okay. Now let us move to the third step. Now in the third step, let me share the screen. So it is the third step. Now what is being done here? the top view of that cone is being made an angle of 40 degree. 40 degree with the it is in the first step the 45 degree with HP, and in the second step 40 degree with the vertical plane. So now how it is drawn? First, a 45 degree inclined line is drawn. You can see that line is named as O1 and what it is B1, O1 B1. Okay, firstly it is drawn, a O1 B1 line is drawn, and what is done now? Through point O1 a horizontal line is drawn, and through point B1 a horizontal line is drawn. Now you go to the second step. What you can see in the front view, the size of the axis is the actual one, but in the top view the size of the axis is reduced, isn't it? Because as it is parallel to the horizontal plane, so size of the axis in the front view is the same, and in the top view, as it is not parallel to the horizontal plane, so the size of the axis has been reduced. Now what will be done? We have drawn a horizontal line through O1, and in the third step, obviously, horizontal line through O1 and horizontal line through B1. And now you have to take the axis length on the top view, like O1 and 1. In the second step's top view, it is named as O1 and 1. So now take the O1 1 and center at O and draw and cut a point 1 on the horizontal line. That horizontal line which is being drawn through B1. Now that O1 1 will be the reduced length of the axis. Okay, the O1 1 will be the reduced length of the axis. Now once the axis is being drawn, now that the rest of the things can easily be drawn. How? Because the axis is drawn means O21 is drawn. Now O21, now the angle is there. There is an angle between O11 and O1G. O1G, so that angle is drawn, and there is always also angle between O11 and O1C1. So then angle is drawn. So O1G1 line and O1C1 line are drawn, isn't it? Now okay, through C1 and G1, it can be joined. It can be joined. Now what is done? So C1 G1 here in the top view of the second step, and C1 G1 here in the top view of the third step are same line. So what is done now? From G1 to, now you see there is a horizontal line drawn between H and F, H1 and F1 the second step. Now so there is a length between G and that line. So that thing is marked here. That thing is marked, and then a perpendicular line is drawn, and then F1 and H1 is cut. And is repeated for rest of the points like A to H. Then that shape can be obtained. After not shape, the points can be obtained from A to H. From A to H. Now all the things can be joined by French curve. And once the points are found, what is done? Now from point A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, vertical lines are drawn. You can see to obtain the front view, through all the points, vertical lines are drawn. From A, vertical line is drawn. From B, vertical line is drawn. From C, D, E, F, all the points, vertical line is drawn. And from the second step's front view, horizontal lines are drawn. From A, from BH, from CG, from DF, and from E. Now again, the intersecting points are marked, and hence points from A to H from the third step front view can be found. Now they can be joined by French curve. Now the point from horizontal line from O and horizontal line from O1 will intersect on O1 dash. Hence the apex of the cone will be found. Okay, so hence completes the all the steps. Now I'm stopping the